Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow got to fulfill his dreams and become a football star. Tim Tebow, God, I curse you if I say his name wrong one more time. God, I curse you. Tim Tebow dated Taylor Swift, the hottest thing in pop music. Well, whatever. Alice Cooper, he got to be a rock star. He got saved and born again. He still got to be a rock star afterwards. Now it's true he was willing to give it all up, but somebody told him he didn't have to. And he's still a rock star. General Douglass MacArthur was the 5-star general in World War II. He was born again. He got to fulfill his dreams. He was a badass. He was not afraid of anything. And he would walk point man on the battlefield with no fear whatsoever. He was an awesome dude. I'm jealous of his bravery. And here I am. Here am I. Has God given me my dreams? Does he love me as much as he does them? I gotta believe he does, but some of you might wonder when everything I love has been stripped away from me. My childhood home, my trails I made, the church at the end of my trails, St. Peter's Freewood Baptist Church, that was on Benjamin Franklin Dirt Road, but they tore it down to build Felix Harvey Freeway. The loggers logged the end part of my trail. I had made the trail all by myself, all the way from my childhood neighborhood, all the way to that church. It was. I loved that place. This place gave me such peace of mind, such happiness, such feeling of completedness. If only I had been a good-looking guy and had the longer arms, and had this at the same time, I would have had everything. Even if I didn't become a singing rock star. Just as long as I could have seen and been seen by shitloads of top-notch girls. But God took that from me. My house at 1410 Farmgate Road, my Aunt Edie was living it there. But some shitheads vandalized her house, and they prayed. And they felt like God was leading them away from that house. And then some, to make a long story short, people moved it then. They cut down 3 of the most precious trees in that yard, one of which I planted as a kid. Milton Fields did this. He was a Christian. And God didn't love me enough to tell Milton Fields, don't cut the trees down, please. And even when I had my trails, God sent hurricanes and blew down the trees that I loved on my trails. But at least I didn't have to deal with the hurricanes because there are places in that trails. I'd be walking. Now, the way the trails look, the woods look, I'd be transported to a movie that happened in the 1800s. I would feel like I had been transported to that scene. The sense of magic I felt. The utter completeness I felt. The happiness. If only I had been the good-looking guy. And God does not love me enough to give me my dreams. Look at King David. God even broke his own law to accommodate David's sex drive. We're talking about the God who wants one man, one woman. And yet he let both King David and King Solomon. And remember, it says in the Bible, like, the Lord loved Solomon. It made a special note, the Lord loved Solomon. And he let both these kings Solomon had 700, what was it, 500 wives and 500 concubines, or 700 and 300, I don't know. 500 sex slaves, wives, and 500, concubines, and 500 wives. And David And he even enabled David to break God's own law. God said in Deuteronomy 17:17, the king shall not multiply to himself wives nor horses. Solomon did both. God even through the prophet Nathan told David, I gave you your former master King Saul's wives into your bosom, in violation of God's own law in Deuteronomy 17:17. And he cannot violate a few laws to let me have my dreams, my pitiful dreams. I'm a fucking loser. I just got the embarrassment. So don't have me this shit. Oh, you got a place to eat, family that loves you. No. I want to excel. I don't just want to be another face in the crowd. Fuck you and fuck you. I want to be a Tim Tebow type of Christian. I want to be a Brian Head type of Christian. I want to be a King David type of Christian. I don't want to be a backwards country poor type of Christian. Fuck that. I don't give a good goddamn if there's reward in heaven. No. God's gonna make David higher than he would me, even if I lived and did the best I can. King David is gonna be still closer sitting to Jesus than I would. And yet he gave King David all his carnal dreams, and he deprived me of mine. And I do the best I can. I'm still not gonna be as close to Jesus as King David. God, fuck you. The way of the Lord is unequal. I can give so many more examples. I just want my dreams, God. I'll pay any price. I swear by the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, just to get me to Jesus in the afterlife, get me saved, truly, completely saved. I'll pay any price. I swear, I demand this. This is what I want. Give me what I want. By my free will, I demand it. But I also want to be saved. Please, still be saved. Not want to lose you, Jesus. If I was truly born again, that day in jail culminated from when I was declared righteous on November 4th, 1999. Please let me finish being saved, whatever the cost. But I demand, at any cost, any price to me, any sorrow, pain, sorrow from me, to have my self-expression fulfilled down here. If I have to burn in hell for a lake of fire for 1,000 years before God ultimately saves me, God, I accept it. I swear by the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Anything to complete my self-expression. To not have to be one of those nameless faces, people. When I stand before God, it says everyone shall stand before God, small and great. I just want to be in that crowd marked great. Not small, and damn sure not the middle class. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Does that mean the middle class losers in this life are going to be middle class in heaven? Gee, the way of the Lord is unequal. Just please give me my dreams, and I'll take any consequences just as long as you save me in the end. Now, if I had never been truly saved, only let me be damned forever for these. Only if I've never been, as a last resort, yes. But please, if I've never been truly saved, please never be saved in the end again. In for your sake, But let me have my full self-expression. Let me have my greatness down here and be the absolute least up in heaven. If I had to be a homeless a homeless saint on the streets of gold with no mansion, but at least I got in.